Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Friday Night Magic. So I am here, Magic 2015 and Friday Night Magic, so I am here with a black, white, red kind of heroic deck this week. I don't quite like that opening hand, and that one's even worse. And that one's not getting much better, but I'm going to have to keep that hand, because otherwise I'll be going down to 5 cards, and there's really not much point after that. So yeah, this is a heroic deck, and like a heroic aura pump-up deck. So we're playing some kind of Golgari deck at the moment. I really could do with another land. If this doesn't go out much better, you won't be seeing this episode because basically I really should have kept that first hand in hindsight, but I didn't know I was going to get 2 terrible draws from now on. So yeah, this is it's kind of a Boros kind of pump-up deck with like lots of red and white, and then some black splashed in for some of the auras such as Deviant Glee, and also so we're not Golgari, we're blue, green, black at the moment. So yeah, oh thank god for that. So we're going to play the Boros Guildgate, so at least we can play Hero of Ios next turn, or the Satyr Hoplite. Either works out pretty well for me, as I can start pumping it up with things like Maniacal Rage. Need a black land at some point for Deviant Glee. Oop, bit of lag there, don't know what that was. So yeah, this is got lots of auras in this deck. So we're going to be pumping up creatures, like I said, Hero of Ios, Satyr Hoplite, which get pumped up when they're targeted by spells. I think 1 black land would put us on pretty good stead here, as we can start to pump up both the Hero and the Satyr Hoplite with things like Maniacal Rage and Deviant Glee would be quite cool. Let's see what Mr. Aesthetics of Hate is going to do here. So yeah, it looks like green. So we got what we got here then? Necromancer's Assistant, a 3/1. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard, so he's self-milling there. So 2 Phyrexian Rages. Oh, bloody hell. Is that a... I saw a Hedron Crab there. This could be interesting. So we are going to be looking to... So I'm going to swing in here. I don't care if he blocks with the Necromancer's Assistant, because all it'll do is it'll get me 1 life. I kill off his 3/1. I could even Swift Justice it, to be fair. Do I Swift Justice it? I'm tempted. Gets +1/0 and gains first strike and lifelink. I mean, I could give it first strike and kill his creature off, which is actually a pretty good bargain here, I think. So I give my creature first strike. It's already got lifelink, so I kill off his creature. I get some extra life, and I get to play my Satyr Hoplite as well. So next turn I can pump up my Satyr Hoplite with a Maniacal Rage, pump it right to a 4/4, which is pretty tasty. As I get the +2/+2 from the enchantment, and I get the ability to... so what's he doing here then? Nemesis of Mortals. Jesus Christ, how the hell has he got that down already? That's 6 mana. 1, 2, 3... What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4. How the hell has he played that already? Costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your graveyard. Oh great, so he managed to get it for 5? Or... Nope, he got it for even cheaper. That was obscene, that was. So I think I'm actually going to play Hero of Ios here. Oh, I just realised I got the extra land there. I just played it without even thinking. So do I play Hero of Ios here, take the 5 damage from him this turn, and then swing in next turn? Because once I can play the Maniacal Rage on this, it'll get pumped up to a... I'm trying to think. It gets pumped up to +2/+2, so that'll get pumped up to a 5/5, and then if I can pump it up again... I could then... I'm really gutted I decided to save that Train Caracal now, because I could really do with that Swift Justice back. That was maybe a bit silly of me. So I'm going to hit continue. I think I'm going to skip my attack this turn. There's no point swinging if I don't. If it's not going to do anything, it's just going to block one of them, and I'll do 1 damage. So I may as well play the... Oh, can I... Oh, of course! Hero of Ios makes it so that my... What I'm going to do is pump up my Hero of Ios here as well. Pump that up to a 5/5, I believe. There we go. So I've at least got a blocker for that now. So that can go monstrous as well. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each creature card in your graveyard. That is terrifying. I really want to block that. I don't care if I have to sacrifice the Hero of Ios to do it. Like I said, I really could have done with the Swift Justice, because if that thing goes monstrous, that could be absolutely terrifying. So he's put even... Wow, I've not seen this before. Is this a new card from... the expansion? Because he's basically milling himself so that he gets this Nemesis of Mortals, because he can have up to 3 of them in the deck. That's absolutely crazy. So he's but he's milled 2 more of them. That is really unlucky. At least he can't go monstrous this turn, which is the main thing. don't believe that. He's milled the other two Nemesis Immortals with that Necromancer's Assistant. That is mental. Like, all of his cards basically were just, like, creature cards. We've got another land. Doesn't really help us, as we could do with one of the black lands that I've got in this deck somewhere to help us out here. I do have plenty of black sources, it's just not coming up. So whenever you cast a spell... So annoyingly, I've got nothing to pump up this further, which is really annoying. This Nemesis of Mortals is deeply frustrating, the fact that you managed to play it so easily. I think I'm just going to have to skip my attack here. And hope that it doesn't make it monstrous. I've basically got to hope that I out to Monstrosity 5. Oh my god, that will go up to a 10-10. At least he's not doing that now. That's crazy. Can you do that now? It costs what, like one less? This ability costs one less to activate for each creature card in your graveyard. So surely that basically means he could have done it like now. So I think that's going to become a 10-10 once he makes that monstrous. That is mental. I can't block it. Why the hell can I not block it? Why the hell can I not block this with my Hero of Ios? Oh, because I've given it Maniacal Rage, haven't I? Shit. Well, I'm going to sacrifice my Trained Caracol here to block that, because if he makes that monstrous, that's going to become a 10-10. Maybe not. So he decided not to swing. That's weird. Ooh, God's Willing. That's pretty cool. Although it's not really helpful because I can't actually block with my Hero of Ios, so it's annoying. So we're going to have to swing in with the Hero of Ios. See what he does. So we're going to try and keep up the aggression here. So he's going to block with the 3-1. I mean, I could have given it protection and scryed one, but don't know what use that would have been. So we're just going to play a Satyr Hoplite here. And then what I might do is block with one of these and play a God's Willing on it and protect it from green. And then I get to scry as well, and I can swing in with some more damage next turn, providing it doesn't play anything else. So he decided not to swing this turn. Okay, it's interesting. Another Satyr Hoplite. They're all just coming out the woodwork now, aren't they? So we're going to hit continue. I'm going to go through to combat phase. Swing with my Hero of Ios. I'm just going to wait to see if he blocks, and I'm going to play God's Willing. Give it protection from green. Is he going to give it? Is he going to block? So I'm hoping he blocks. Block. God's Willing. You give it protection from green. So that gets pumped up to a 6-6, which is good in itself. And it doesn't even take any damage. I will keep that on top, thank you very much, because that will allow me to play my Deviant Glee. Is he going to play? Is he going to make that monstrous? He's going to make that monstrous. That is not good. At least I had protection, so we'll play another Satyr Hoplite here. So we now have a 10-4 on the battlefield, which is extremely terrifying. So I can get up to a 9-9 at the moment. There's a couple of really cool auras I'd like to play, providing that I can. So I'll play my Orzhov Guildgate here. Won't be able to play Deviant Glee until next turn. I'm going to skip my attack because there's no point doing anything at the moment. No point being hasty here with a 10-10 on the other side of the battlefield. Yeah, I thought the God's Willing was a good idea, and then he just pumped it up to make it a monstrous creature, so which is kind of annoying, but I wonder what he's got in his hand, because he hasn't played those 3 cards in a long, long time. All he's got is a lot of mana down. Oh, no. Well, I'm doomed. I've got another Hero of Ios, but that is not really going to help at this point, because he's got a lot of 1/2 creatures down now, which I'm going to struggle to block every turn, so just trying to think what I can do here now. So we're going to go through combat. No point swinging in with that. I'm going to play Hero of Ios. That'll give me 1 blocker against these creatures. And I'm going to Deviant Glee one of my Satyr Hoplites so I can block another one of these creatures. So you can flashback that as well at some point, which should make even more spider. So I haven't actually seen this like kind of a graveyard deck, which basically taking advantage of things going into the graveyard, which is interesting. So yeah, really interesting deck to actually play against. I've not seen this deck before, so yeah, he's got his Spider Spawnlings which he can flash back, and we've got a Paragon of the Eternal Wild, so that makes other green creature control game. Oh my god, I'm doomed. I'm really doomed. This was a really good deck. I mean, a really good deck. I'm like mildly impressed by this deck. It's only way of killing off that 11/11. How much damage have I got? 4, 6. 4, 6, 7, 8. No way I can kill off that 11/11, so block it with 1, block one of them, and then he's still going to do, what, 14 damage? So I'm down to 10. I might not even bother blocking that. So he's still going to do 16 damage to me, and I'm going to do maybe 10, a little bit next turn, depending on how much I get. So I'm just going to block that going through, and then we'll let the 16 damage go through, and that's going to be the only way I'm going to stay in the game at this point. Unless I've got some other way of pumping up one of these creatures this turn, I'm pretty much doomed. Unless I can somehow do 19 perfect damage this turn, which I don't think I can do with the amount of auras in my deck. I wonder if he's got anything else now. Oh no, he's just going to play Spider Spawning again. Oh great, so he's now got 8 2/3 blockers. Yeah, that's me doomed. Me doomed. And all we get is a Rakdos Guildgate, so I think I'm pretty much screwed now, as he's got way more than enough lethal next turn to deal with me. So that's a GG. I'm gonna tell him as much. And then I'm going to concede. So I'll see you in a sec for game number 2, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back. So this actually looks like a really good opening hand, so I'm actually going to keep this one. Let's start off with the red mana. And then we'll drop a white down next turn. Then we've got Hero of Ios, which I can put 3 different enchantments on. So we've got Lightning Talons, Ordeal of Heliod, and Nimbus Wings. So this could be pretty aggressive, this particular game. So yeah, that was my kind of typical start to a Friday Night Magic, was to lose the first game, and then hopefully this game should go a lot better. We've got the Hero of Ios down, and we can start to play extremely cheap auras, because this card basically means that aura spells cost 1 less to cast. I'm going to get all of the... I can actually drop down 2 auras on this particular... I can actually drop down 3 auras this turn, and we've got Brimaz as well, which is even better. So I'm going to play Nimbus Wings on you. So as you can see, it only costed 1 mana there. I can also drop Ordeal of Heliod. But I'm thinking Lightning Talons actually, and then just going full-on aggressive against him. So this has pumped him up to an 8/6 already. So this is going to be extremely aggressive. Come on, there we go. So we've got him down to 12 already, and we've still got Ordeal of Heliod and Maniacal Rage to come on this particular creature. So in theory, I think I could actually have him dead next turn if I use these 2 other spells. So he's got Phyrexian Ranger, so he's going to try and draw a card, and he's been replaced by the AI. I think he's realised that he's got absolutely no hope. So he's down to 11 health, so yeah, I've pretty much got lethal. So that's pretty much perfect start to game. That's pretty much like the perfect game number 2. So that's, yeah, that pumps him up to a 9/7. That pumps him up. Yeah, that was lethal on 2 after turn number 4 with one Hero of Ios. So fantastic. That's what I like to see. And we get 10 health because why the hell not? So that was a nice and quick game number 2, and I'll see you in a sec for a 3rd game. Okay, guys, so we are back for game number 3. If I had 1 more white land, I would keep this just because I've got Brimaz and the 2 Broodkeepers, but I think I'm going to have to draw a new hand there. And that doesn't look too bad. I've got all the white. Yep, I'm keeping that one. I've got the Brimaz, I've got Swift Justice, I've got all the sources of mana I might ever need. So this is looking pretty tasty. So, oh nice, God's Willing as well. This is shaping up to be a pretty good game. Not mana screwed. I've got a good card which I can keep alive with things like Swift Justice and God's Willing. So we are playing, however, we have got some blue splashed into this one, so it could be interesting. And we've also got an Ordeal of Heliod as well, so I can even start to pump up my Brimaz. So fantastic. So I'm probably going to play the Plains next turn and then get the Brimaz down. And obviously play the Rakdos Guildgate after that, so I can start playing any black spells that come out. Ooh, Dark Stealing Gut. So a pseudo cultivate kind of thing. Pay 3 mana, get a mana down of your choice of any colour. Ooh, even more land, fantastic. So we're just going to play Brimaz here. Don't care if it's pre or post combat on this turn, as I'm not exactly going to be doing anything else. So we shall play the Brimaz. So we can start generating little 1/1 tokens. And then as we pump this up with auras and things, it's all looking fairly good. And you get Vigilance on this as well, so it's a fairly awesome card. What are we playing here then? A Wall of Omens. Fair enough. So why would I care about that? I can just blitz straight through it by playing my Ordeal of Heliod. And we've got Courier's Capsule, so he gets to draw 2 cards next turn. Ooh, nice, another black source of land. So I'll play the Guildgate this turn, and then I think I will play Ordeal of Heliod on my Brimaz. Pre-combat, of course. So we shall swing in with the 3/4. We should get pumped up to a 4/4. There we go. With Vigilance, of course. And I get a nice 1/1 Vigilance token as well, which is always fantastic. Gotta love Brimaz. Probably one of the best cards in the game. Ah, so he's going to block my 1/1. Interesting. So he doesn't actually lose that, but yeah. So we've got the God's Willing to keep my Brimaz alive for whatever reason. So or if he tries to bounce it, anything like that, we can give it protection from blue, and I get to scry as well. So destroy target artifact for enchantment. Oh, that's annoying. So he's going to kill off my Ordeal of Heliod. I can cope with that. I mean, I could give it. Oh no, that's a target creature. So he's just going to destroy my. He's going to destroy my artifact, so that's annoying. I don't get the extra pump up, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, nice, Hero of Ios. So I will be able to start pumping that up as well next turn. So I'm going to swing in with my Brimaz here. I get to generate myself another 1/1 token. Save this one. I suppose I could have swung in with this one. So he's going to block with the 0/4. Is he going to block the Brimaz? I mean, I can even gain life with the Swift Justice as well, but I'd rather play that on the Hero of Ios where it can take advantage of it. So I've gotten down by another 4 health, so we'll play the hero here. And let's also play a Swamp, just because. I don't think I'm going to use it, but what's he going to do here? So he's going to sacrifice that, draw 2 cards. It's fair enough, mate, fair enough. So I'll probably play the Maniacal Rage on the Hero of Ios next turn. Playing a Cleansing. That means I can't give it protection. That really sucks that I've already played the Hero of Ios now. So he gets to he wipes off the board. But he's really pleased about that. I don't think I could give protection from mass removal like that. Oh, but we get an Agent of the Fates. Fantastic. So I get to start forcing in sacrifice creatures whenever I target it with a spell or ability. And it's got Death Touch as well. So it's a pretty good card. Sorry about that, mate. I just drew into possibly one of the best cuts. So thankfully I already had the black mana in place to summon that, as it did require 2 black mana. So was worth playing that black mana at that point. He's got a Guildkeeper. Cerruti Gatekeepers, that's what I'm looking for. So he does get 7 health back. Slightly annoying, but what else is he going to play? Another Darksteel Ingot. Interesting. Ooh, we've got Hero of Ios as well. Fantastic. I'm probably going to give that Maniacal Rage, but what I might do is I'm trying to think of which one of these. I don't really use the God's Willing. I'd rather use the Swift Justice here and pump up my Hero of Ios, so it forces him to sacrifice a creature. Goodbye, Cerruti Guildkeepers. That gets pumped up to a 4/2. And then swing in, do 4 damage, gain 4 life. So yeah, I've done my usual trick with Friday Night Magic, where I've started out with a really, really slow crap game, and then the second 2 games have seemed to work out far more in my favour. So yeah, I'm going to play the Hero of Ios here. You can't have another Planar Cleansing, surely. Like, how rare is Planar Cleansing again? It's gold, so you can only have 2 of them in the entire deck. So he's down to 15, and I've got the ability to do a fair amount of damage this turn. So he's got one of his Courier's Capsules, so he can draw more cards. He's probably going to be desperately looking for more Planar Cleansing, or the ability to sack off some of my creatures. So he's got a Wall of Omens, fair enough. Not that bothered, really. So he's not doing anything else. He's only got 1 mana open, so... we do have an Armoured Ascension, though, which is pretty tasty. So I'm probably going to give Maniacal Rage to my hero of Ios. And then do I give Armoured Ascension to the Agent of the Fates? That is really tempting. It'll get pumped up by +2/+2 and will force him to sacrifice that wall. So we stop the timer. He's got Dissolve. Okay, fair enough. That's not the end of the world. You can dissolve that one. See if I care. I still got pumped up though, which is pretty cool. So obviously I'm going to play the Armoured Ascension on my Agent of the Fates, which will force him to sack off his wall. We can't do anything about it. Goodbye that. How was that activating? I don't know. It was like interacting with my graveyard somehow. So we can attack for 8 damage here. Very nice. He can't do anything about it. Gotta love these heroic creatures getting getting extra abilities just by me targeting them with auras and spells such as God's Willing and Swift Justice. So he's obviously going for the card draw here with the Elvish Visionary. He's probably getting desperate at this point. What else have we got? Baneslayer Angel. Interesting. And think twice, so he's going to try and draw a card here. So I get myself a mountain down, and I'm going to swing in here and then see what he does. So let's swing. I'm going to see which one he blocks here, because I'm assuming he might block the 5/4 with the 5/5. So I'm going to block here, give this creature protection from white. You have to sacrifice his... doesn't really matter at this point. There we go. So you get protection from green. I will put that on the top. Give me another creature. So I basically now swinging for 8, but I think I've won. So oh no, I didn't go through because that counted as a blocker. And never mind. It's not the end of the world. At least got rid of his Baneslayer Angel, which is the main thing. So he's thinking twice here. Angelic Edict, so he's going to... Oh, that really sucks. So he exiled my Agent of the Fates. He's probably very satisfied by doing that. So he's trying to draw a card here with his Courier's Capsule, trying to stay in the game at this point. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have kept that Tormented Hero. Play it anyway. Now I'm going to swing in with my Hero of Ios. Does that come in tapped? Ah, it does as well. I did not realise that. So let's swing with the hero. So whenever you cast a spell that targets Tormented... Yeah, basically whenever I cast a spell that targets it, my opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. So it's pretty good. Another heroic creature. Nice 2/1 as well. I thought it was 2/1 for some reason. Oh, which one's the Angelic Edicting? My hero. Fair enough. So he's putting down a wall. Fair enough. So I could do the pump up spell of some description. Would be quite nice here. I thought I was in control here, and then he's came back a little bit with the Baneslayer Angel. I think if I played the protection before I swung in, I don't know. Oh, we do have an Ordeal here though, which is quite good. So let's play Ordeal of Heliod on my Tormented Hero. So he loses 1 life, I gain 1 life, and then this will get pumped up whenever I swing in, which of course I'm going to do now. Won't do any damage, but it will get pumped up to a 3/2. He's going to block it, obviously, which is fair enough. He's not going to kill it off this turn, but... So he must be running out of card draw. He's up to 3 cards now, so I'm wondering what he's got in his hand. Kozilek? Oh my sweet Jesus. I am screwed now. Oh god. That is terrifying. I am... Damn. That is not good. That is really not good. I've got nothing. I really have got nothing. Like, seriously, I've got nothing at all. He can start annihilating my cards. And he's got Dissolve. Fair enough, so... So I've got to skip my attack here, because I'm not swinging in and letting just killing it off with a 12-12. So I've got 2 turns here, and he's got another... Of course he's got another Angelic Edict. Why wouldn't he have a 3rd Angelic Edict? I thought I was in control here, and I got dicked over right at the very end there. Oh my god. I think I know what I did wrong as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like all my land gone as well. I've got no way of doing 3 damage like this quickly. Wow. All got turned around when he found the when he found the Kozilek. I've got no way of get. Oh my god! I don't believe that. Like, how many Angelic Edicts did he play there? He literally managed to find all of his Angelic Edicts, and this game has had so many peaks and troughs. That's unbelievable. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, okay, that's a GG. I'll see you in a sec, guys. Okay, so that last game didn't go down quite as well as I was hoping. I'm sure I must have misplayed something somewhere, because I should have won that easily, but the Planar Cleansing followed up by the Kozilek, Jesus Christ, I don't believe that. But let's go through the decks to finish off. So I've got three trained Caracols, nice cheap cards which you can start pumping up with auras. Got some Swift Justice, he's able to activate heroic abilities, and then also gives your creature +1/0, first strike and lifelink until end of turn. God's Willing saves it from targeted spells, so you can give it protect all from as you swing in, and give it protection from colours, which is really good, and it's got the ability to scry as well. Hero of Iowa is probably the crunch card in this deck, so reduces the cost of your aura spells and then gets pumped up whenever you target it with a spell, which is quite cool. I've got an Ordeal of Heliod, one of the first auras in this deck, 2 mana, you get to put a +1/+1 token on a creature as it swings in, and then also once you get 3 tokens you get to sacrifice it and gain 10 life. I don't think I saw Nimbus. I think I saw Nimbus Wings once in the second game, really quickly. But yeah. So then we've also got Brimaz. So whenever Brimaz King of, so this was pretty good in game number. So we started out doing really well with this one in game number 3, and then he played a cleanse, which is very annoying. I don't think I saw Ash's Favour all the way through the deck. This is a card from the expansion, which is quite nice. I did have 2 Armoured Ascension before realising that I've only got 4 planes in the entire deck. So I've just got 1, and it's just quite nice. Quite a nice pump up for 4 mana. Then we go on to the black cards in the deck, so you obviously saw the Tormented Hero. We've got the Deviant Glee, so the 1 black aura, and we've also got the Agent of the Fates as well, so Heroic Death. So this was working really well, this card, in game number 3, and then he managed to screw me over by Angelic Edicting the hell out of my deck. We've got the 4 Satyr Hoplites, which are fantastic. Again, they're heroic, so get pumped up +1/+1 whenever you target it. Don't think I saw a Fur of the Bit in the entire time I was playing this series, but very annoying. 2 Maniacal Rages, so again a nice aura. This seems to come up all the time, so new card from the expansion. You pump up your creature +2/+2, but it can't block. Got the Lightning Talons, so give a creature +3/0 and first strike. And then finally, we only saw the Brood Keeper appear right at the very end, but if you can stick some auras on this, you get to start summoning dragon tokens, which you can pump up +1/0 by paying red mana, which is quite nice. Sorry about the burp there. It's disgusting. To finish off, we've got 4 of each of the basic lands, 2 of the Rakdos Guild Gates, 3 of the Boros Guild Gates, and 3 Orzhov Guild Gates. So that's the deck, that's some games. As always, guys, don't forget to comment to let me know what I could have done better, what I could have done differently in terms of how building this deck. I'm still trying to perfect my deck building skills. This deck performed really well in playtesting, and I just come up against some like inspired decks and opponents in the first and third games today. The second game was basically how this deck should be played. You get a Hero of Aroas down, put 3 or 4 rolls on it, and it's basically invincible. But I almost won the third game. I think I misplayed. I think I should have used my God's Willing to give my creature protection before it swung in almost, which was rather annoying, but what can you do about it now? And then I got screwed over by removal. But this is supposed to be an aggressive deck, and the second game proved how aggressive it can be. First game I got a little bit mana screwed to begin with, which was like I was kind of debating whether or not to even continue on with that game, but it was looking a little bit more promising until all those spider creatures came down, and it was a cool deck to see. I enjoyed playing that game just because it was an interesting deck. Also, before I round off, this game will be brought to you in glorious 60 frames per second. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make in this particular game, but it's something nice to know that the game is in 60 FPS as well now, and all my videos in future will be in 60 FPS as well. So that's the end of the episode. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed it. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.